Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. And we are talking about the week of September 30th through October 6th. What's going on? We just came off of that new moon in Libra, which has a lot of emphasis on the fun and the flirty. And now you are moving into this week. It starts out with partnership, it works through transformation, and then into your research and long distance travel and connection with spirit. And so as I look at your cards, I can see that's exactly where we're headed here. So we start out with this energy here of the protective nest. It's a 27. It's 25, which is a 7. So this is about taking the higher ground, trying to find out what it is that you need to protect in your life. What are you feeling self-protective about? We have the red card, and I'm actually probably going to read this one. It's an 8, which is about transformation, and since we are moving into that energy. So we have the 7th house, the 8th house represented here, and then the 9th house represented with this. Make a wish. What do you want? New direction. Where are you going? And then we have the journey, which is the 10. Which is the new beginning. And so, wow, crazy. That's always amazing when that stuff happens. I don't want to bore you with reading all of those, but we are definitely going to read the 8 one because that one looks interesting and is about transformation. So gratitude, pleasure, and happiness. On this card, we see a woman strolling through a garden full of flowers. The sky glows with pink petals and the ground has turned a luminescent blue. The woman finds great peace in being one with nature. The flowers have become part of her body, and the parrot feels as at home on her shoulder. During her walk down the path of life, she keeps happiness and gratitude in her heart. She notices the simple pleasures of life and is thankful for all that nature has given her. And so partly what that says to me is transformation. Yes, through this transformation, stop and smell the roses. See what's happening. Find the gratitude along the way. Sometimes transformation is hard because there's so many lessons that go into it while it's happening. But part of this could be transforming your life simply by noticing what is around you that is abundant, that is full of opportunities and growth. With the dandelion, making your wish. What do you want? The protecting of where you are and where you're going. And so overall energy for the week, wow. So there's some regret and sadness, and it's over a loss. We have the Ace of Swords, but this Ace of Swords is about cutting out what's not working. And I feel like there's definitely going to be a sense of regret and sadness that comes with that because, Five of Cups energy is interesting. All right, see, 2 cups are spilled, but there's 3 still standing, and the dog of loyalty is there, and the raven is there, which is about death and transformation, but it's also about rebirth. And so letting something go to allow something new to come in, and the Ace of Swords is about letting something go to allow better health, better situation, to feel better when it's all over. And then you have this beautiful Page of Coins. This is new opportunities coming to you. The dogs of loyalty are there still, but there's an opportunity. And see how smiley he is as he's being paid for his services, paid for his time. Now, payment doesn't necessarily mean in finances, and it definitely could mean that, but sometimes it's that sense of reciprocity that we get from when we do something for someone else and they give back. So it could be in a relationship, it could be at work, like receiving recognition for your hard work. It could be stopping to help a stranger and and they say thank you. It's that sense of gratitude, the recognition for your time and your effort. And then this beautiful Queen of Wands. This is you orchestrating your life and driving it in the direction that you want it to go. You are creating the music of your life. You are deciding when there's enough wind. Okay, wind being like the pipes and the flutes and the horns, right? And then when is there enough bass from the drums, and when do I want to bring in more string, and so what makes the music sound good to you? Where do you want to take your life? And so this week you get a real opportunity to look at it, because you have all this transformation going on and this protective energy about what's important to you, because you're getting ready to go out on a journey. And I really want to put this over here so you can see it. The journey is about to begin. The journey is about to begin. But so first you're going to be cutting out that which isn't working, and there is going to be some sadness and regret from that. But then the new opportunities come in, and the opportunity to really create your life in the way that you want to. What is it that you really want to bring into your life? And so this is beautiful energy. It might not feel like it. Oftentimes, when the moon is starting out here, it's in Scorpio, and Scorpio for you is the 7th house of partnerships, but it's also about death and transformation and rebirth. And a lot of times it's about accepting the situation for what it is, so that we can make the choices that we need to make, so that we can promote the growth. So a lot of times, okay, so in the winter, a couple winters ago, really, really super harsh winter here in Michigan, and the roses in front of my house were so damaged, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Did I lose them? So I had to cut them way back. And even though all winter, when it was super cold, I kept throwing snow on top of them, trying to insulate them, it kept melting off, and so I couldn't really protect them. But when I cut them down really low, took them down to, like, cut off 2/3 of them, all of a sudden new growth, and by the end of the summer, they're actually bigger than they had been the fall before. And so the growth happens when we cut out what doesn't work. When we nurture, when we give and fertilize, when we water, when we weed the garden, when we take care of it, then we know what to do. And with this moon in Scorpio, it is about planting the seeds in the area in which you are passionate about. And romance is coming up a lot. And this, in fact, when I was researching this, I was talking about perhaps early stages of a romance, but I think it's about anything really that you're passionate about. What are you passionate about? Is it a passionate project at work? Is it passionate about seeds of self-love, self-confidence, really making the transformation to get your life into the place that you want, so it's your rose garden that's growing what you want it to grow. And I'm really sorry about the lighting. There's not a lot I can do about that. There's no curtains. Okay, so spiritual connection, the 9th house that we're moving into by the end of the week, this discernment area, this assessing area, that is also about spiritual connection. And here's the spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond a lifetime. So if you're in the process of cutting out, cutting back a relationship, it could have been that it was karmic and you guys came together to learn things. It could be that you need to cut out some aspect of something so that the relationship can flourish and grow. There's all kinds of things that could mean, but it also means, when I see spiritual connection, don't forget to get in contact with spirit. And it says here, focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each other and every person in your life. See the dragon of transformation there? When we look at someone and there's something we don't like about them, it's usually because it's reflecting something we don't like about ourselves. And when we look at somebody and there's something we do like, oftentimes it's because it's what we already have. We like in other people the things we like about ourselves. Sometimes we seek in a relationship that which we don't think we have so that it can fulfill a need. And so there's that too. So focus on all the aspects of it, but relationships are very self-reflective. And so the importance of self-love really becomes heightened at this point, because in order to find a relationship that really works for you, you have to be proud of yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to nourish and care for yourself and allow the abundance of the universe to flow over you, and to look around your life and recognize what is already great. Counting your blessings is a really great way to raise your vibration. And the higher your vibrational energy, the higher the vibrational energy of the opportunities and people that you draw into your life. And so it becomes really important that you nourish and take care of yourself, that you weed the garden of your life, that you cut out the crap that doesn't work, and that you allow space for things to grow, okay, again, this hermit energy of taking shelter within. So we've got the spiritual connection. We've got, this is in the house of transformation. It's the transformation, it's the self-love, it's the nourishment, it's going within and really understanding what a beautiful person you are and understanding that what isn't working in your life, it came in to teach you a lesson, then it's time to let it go. And then there's the path ahead. So this is Wednesday and Thursday. And Thursday, I keep forgetting to tell people. So Thursday is, there's a square. The moon square is Neptune. And so it's a really good time. This taking shelter is super important at this point. It's not a time for action. The time for action won't be until, okay, so when the moon moves in on Friday into Capricorn, that is at 1:43 p.m. And so, you know, that's Eastern Daylight Time. A couple hours later would be when you would even want to start taking any action. But because it's in your 9th house, I feel like you should just kind of take the weekend off as far as making anything except for working on yourself from the inside. And before I forget other things, because I clearly just start talking and I forget what I'm talking about, if you would like to receive notification of when I upload a video and you're subscribed, then hit the notification button. Apparently it's not notifying everybody of every video, so the notification button becomes important. And also a reminder that I did do the Equinox 6-month ahead readings. They're only $1.99 per sign, and they're about 40 minutes each. And so that's a really great value. And I am doing personalized monthly readings for $19.99. And right now you can get it for Libra, the season of Libra, which we're currently in. But I'm also going to start on the Scorpio monthly readings. So if you would like to get a personalized Scorpio monthly reading, then that's just $19.95. It'll be the same cards that I use for the monthlies with additional cards and be personalized for you and just your energy. All right, Friday. Friday's about assessing the path. It is about looking down the road and seeing where it is you want to go. There's the path. Here's the assessing. Remember, this is 9th house. This is inner work. This is the research. This is the long distance travel or long range planning. This is communication with spirit. So here we have the intuition, the discernment, so if you can find time over the weekend to meditate, to go for a nice long walk, to spend some time just connecting with yourself and with nature. And this is about looking to the future, but it's also not looking too far ahead. So that new moon that we had in Libra was about taking the risk, taking the opportunity, cutting out the crap that doesn't work. That's a risk, right? That's that step forward and not really knowing exactly how the path is going to lay out ahead of you. But now it's time to start taking a little bit of a higher view, okay? So you really, when you took it, when you took the risk, when you took the chance, when you cut out what didn't work, maybe you didn't know exactly what the next step was, but now's the time to take that pause, that breath, to start thinking about next steps, like the next one and maybe the next one. But don't look too far, because spirit will pick you up and you will get in the flow and you will move along with their help. So spend the time connecting. Spend the time connecting. And there's going to be the strong sense of responsibility, the strong drive to complete some project that you're working on. That's going to be part of what the assessing thing is like. Okay, so what's the next steps to bring this thing to completion? What do I need to do? And it might start to pick up this energy of almost like being a mission. Oh, this one too. Ooh, lots. Yep. Oh, okay. So we have Deer. Deer says bring a gentle touch. I want to say bring a gentle touch to yourself. Be patient and empathetic with yourself, but also being patient and empathetic with others. If you're going through a situation where there's this sadness and this regret and this need to nurture yourself and take a time out, do that. Understand that if you're doing that, other people are probably doing it too. So try to be a little gentle. So do the best you can to be kind, but be fearless and be bold. That's that Ace of Swords energy. That's that Ace of Swords energy. This is this, go ahead. The surgeon has to go, okay, this is what needs to be cut out. They need to be fearless. They need to be bold. They need to go in and surgically remove that which is not working. Because transformation is happening. It is absolutely happening in your life. And it's a beautiful thing. And as this transformation unfolds, your life is going to start speeding up. So taking time this week to just catch your breath, if possible, will be very beneficial, because on the other side of this, things start, oh gosh, I'm itching so bad. On the other side of this, things start really picking up the pace. Really picking up the pace, because the next thing that happens is we get that full moon in Aries, and that happens next week, and it really is going to kind of shoot things out, end the cycle, move things forward, and so things will start really clicking. So while you can, catch your breath, self-love, nurture yourself. I know that it's been a tough cycle for a while for you, Taurus, but it was an important cycle. And so there you are. There you are. All right, let's get you. That's what I heard is, so there you are. And I feel like it's that assessing energy of, okay, this is the acceptance of, this is where I am. There you are. And then once you do that, then the growth can happen. When you prune out what doesn't work. You have a lot of cards. All right. Okay. Mental clarity, that's that Ace of Swords energy. What do you need to cut out? Be bold and act. Be bold and act, and yes, you do need to act. Because you also have Jade, which is take action. So this is the mental clarity about what you need to do, and then doing it. And then you have Coral, which is beautiful. It is allow the flow and synchronicity of life in. So once you step off that cliff, once you take that calculated risk, no doubt it's been calculated. It's been calculated for a while, but it's such a leap of faith. Once you take that action, once you start making those steps forward, then you get into the flow and Spirit picks you up and carries you to your destination. And so taking the time this week to really go within, shelter within, and assess where you want to go. I want to say, assess where you want to end up. Not all the steps to get there, but when you're planning a journey, like, okay, so you're going to take the family on a vacation, right? The first thing you do is you figure out where you're going. Okay, so we want to go to Yosemite. All right, great. Then you start thinking, well, what are the steps along to get there? But first you start with the destination. And I think the sheltering within and allowing the healing to happen in the heart space this weekend, but also knowing where it is you want to go so you can start figuring out what's next. But you're going to have to take action. You're going to have to take action. Just cut that crap right on out. All right. That looks good. I will be back on Thursday. I forget what I'm doing. I put it in my schedule, and now I don't remember because I've written it down. That's how my life works. All right. So you take care. We'll talk soon. Have a peaceful week.